Welcome to Rise and Shine.
Come on, everybody.
Good morning. Welcome to Rise and Shine. My name is Michele Kubiak. I'm a co-host.
My name is JC. They borrowed me from my show Spotlight, so I'm here right now.
All right. Well, how about that weather out there? It's starting to warm up a little bit,
Our
right?
morning ritual
Yes.
is to guess what the weather is.
Yes.
So, before you do that, let me pull up my phone.
I'm guessing it's going to be in the high 90s.
In the high 90s. Okay, let's check. Meanwhile, drum roll, please.
Yes.
Las Vegas weather. Oh. It's actually 81.
81, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
I know that it's like a slow coming summer.
Yes.
Usually we're in the hundreds, I believe. So,
yeah.
anyways, get out there and have some fun while it's still a little bit cool. If you're new to Vegas, that's probably hot for you.
It's been a weird and welcoming summer because it's really been cool. And remember a few days ago it even got cold.
Yes.
It was in the 60s, I think 68 or something like that.
Yeah. You have some great stuff that you were telling me about that you wanted to share today.
Oh yeah, I mean, main events in some Mr. Pop culture.
Yes.
Steve Aoki, if you guys love DJs, you know, there's Steve Aoki and the Chain Smoker, and also Usher will have a concert soon.
Yes, that's
yeah,
good.
That's gonna be amazing. Yep.
And there's a free car show on Saturday. It's called Cars and Coffee. That's coming up too. It's Saturday from 9 to 12.
Are they gonna have pastries?
I know, right? Wherever there's coffee, there's pastries.
Pastries, yes.
Yes.
I'm all in for the cars and the pastries and the coffee too.
For sure, for sure. There's a lot of events that happened last week, like Father's Day. So happy belated Father's Day to all you dads out there.
Yes.
And how about those Golden Knights? I love
that
we got the Stanley Cup. I mean, ever since the Golden Knights came to town, they have really brought some good light, positivity, community.
Yes.
I remember a few times when I wore a Golden Knight shirt in the store that, you know, people high five you or they go Knights, go. And, you know, I think it was awesome. It was awesome to watch them celebrate and invite everybody to their party for the parade. I wasn't here for it, but I did watch it online.
Yes.
And,
I mean, it's so embarrassing to say this because I know very little about ice hockey. But since I am into fashion, I really love the symbol of, you know, the Golden Knights, mascot, the colors, everything. Hey, and since I'm a local of Vegas, I'll be wearing that, the Golden Knights.
Yes.
Go Knights.
Yeah, for sure. Stanley Cup shirts you could probably go out and get. I haven't got one yet, but I'm super happy about what they brought to the city. I mean, when they came and started playing after the shooting in 2017, it was it changed the city. It went from tragedy to positivity. I mean, because everybody was so, like, anywhere you went, it was like silent after the shooting, you know.
I know, that was so sad.
Yeah, but the Golden Knights turned around and, you know, brought that positivity and community when they came here. So congratulations to our Golden Knights, to our city for getting the Stanley Cup. That was amazing. And we were at a friend's house, or no, we went to a bar to watch the game with some friends, and it was just so neat being around people instead of just at home watching it ourselves or at this, you know, the stadium. The tickets were kind of priced crazily.
Yes, yeah. My cousins were actually there in the game, and of course my cousin didn't skip a beat and like showed videos on her Instagram, with her parents and then cheering. And they appeared. What do you call that? Like that giant screen, in where they.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's like a giant screen in every game.
Yeah.
And my cousins appeared on that thing.
Yeah, you could do that by when you get there, you take a selfie and then you hashtag on Twitter, hashtag whatever hashtag they say, and then you get up on the screen.
Wow, yeah, and they were just going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we here at Social Media Networks are looking for sponsors. You can reach out to Maria through the comments. Sponsorship isn't crazy expensive. You can also donate on the website. You can reach out through the comments. Maria will connect you on how to get sponsorship. We would love to have you. We have several sponsors here that on our commercial break you'll get to see their advertisements. And there's lenders, there's Hand and Stone, and
yes,
several others. So we would love to have you become a sponsor or donate to our cause. And we're gonna come right back after this commercial break.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
Got Films is a full-service production company that provides motion picture quality content and production services for use in the film and TV industry. Looking for a seasoned crew, high-quality equipment, or other production services for your film, TV, commercial, corporate convention, sports, news, or interview project? Your search stops here. Some of our projects include NASCAR, American Restoration, Pawn Stars, Counting Cars, Top Chef, BattleBots, Forge and Fire, and Street Outlaws. We have also produced over 60 feature films and documentaries. We're ready for all your needs. Whatever your project, whatever your budget, big or small, Got Films got you. GotFilms.com.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yes, welcome back. I hope you have your coffee with you and your breakfast.
Yeah.
Or probably just coffee. For the Weight Watchers. So something funny happened to me yesterday when I called up. My dad lives in California, by the way. So I called him to greet him a happy Father's Day. And he said, I'm no longer just a father, I'm a grandfather now. And I was like, how did that happen? I don't have a child. So you can't possibly be.
Do you have animals?
Yeah, maybe. I was like, okay.
Wow.
Happy Father's Day, Daddy-O. And how was your Father's Day?
It was good. My dad is in heaven, and he passed away in 2017. So
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but I always celebrate him, and
Yes.
on his birthday. I mean,
Yes.
same thing. His birthday is June 7th, so I usually go have lemon meringue pie. That was his favorite pie, so yeah, it was
Nice.
good. I just wished everybody happy Father's Day, and
Yes.
I miss him, but It's okay. I mean, they go to heaven.
They go to heaven, yeah. And then speaking about heaven and not, cramming my beliefs or our beliefs down your throat.
Yes.
I greeted the greatest Father of all, and I call him Abba, our Father in heaven. Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good. Mm-hmm. And you had something else that you were going to share about a movie?
Well, today later on I'm doing a review of The Flash.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm super excited about that.
How often do you watch movies?
Oh, every time that there's a big event movie,
like
I go out and see it. I mean, you kind of know that it's a big event when there's like a big budget behind it and it's like super hyped up. Sometimes they live up to the hype. Sometimes you see it and you're like, that was a complete waste of my time and money.
Right?
So don't go by the hype. Just watch it without any expectations at all.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah.
I rarely go, so I'm...
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that you have your favorite films that you watch over and over again.
Yeah, from the 80s, Pretty Woman is always my favorite.
Oh my gosh, I love Pretty Woman.
I'm an 80s baby,
Me
so
too,
I love that.
Me too. Yeah, I love the 80s. I love Pretty Woman.
Yeah, and it's neat. I know that Bill got turned down for the movie studios coming here, but I know they're going to fight harder for it, and I know that there is a business called Night Studios that is building a $10 million studio here.
Yes.
My fiance was just filming in one of the binge watching shows, and he's going back for the next season, so it's really awesome to see how Vegas is growing, and the A's, that Joe Lombardo just signed a bill, so the A's are coming here. So and the traffic amazing. It's going to be over by the Tropicana, right? So we already have all that traffic from T-Mobile and Allegiant Stadium, and now the A's. So. But I was thinking about this when I was driving last week. We have 5 lanes on each side of the freeway in certain areas of town. And I was like, we have 5 lanes here. And sometimes they're packed and stopped. Imagine what it's going to be like then. But I know they have... the Planning Commission probably has ideas on how to fix that.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies,
I hope that they'll be able to construct it in such a way that they'll decongest the traffic.
Right, for sure.
Because it's a nightmare. Tropicana is a nightmare right now.
Yeah, it's okay. It's what it is, though. I mean, this is where we're at in our city, and I'm grateful for the growth. I know I moved here in '94, and there was not as many homes or businesses and so forth, so we're growing at record speed. I know I read something in on Newsbreak that there's 6,000 new driver's license and registrations per month, so that means we're having that many people move here. They didn't say how many are moving out. However, I know from being a real estate agent that we have people moving in right and left just because of all the business coming here, which I've shared before, of all the business industry. We're the top city in the U.S. where our businesses are moving here from. So
we're strategically located right now. So I guess Vegas is going to be like the new Hollywood and the new New York.
Yes, right?
I mean,
So be careful out there driving. It's busy.
Yeah. And some people getting into accidents left and right, which is quite unfortunate. And also pedestrians. So please be careful out there.
Yes, don't drink and drive. There's Uber, and you could hurt somebody. Like I ran into a couple drivers. I didn't run into them.
Yeah, almost.
Did already this morning, and I'm like, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be a defensive driver and a defensive pedestrian too.
Yes.
Don't just cross the street without looking because you're not the Queen of England. They're not going to stop for you.
Right.
It's becoming like the Philippines, where the Philippines, you have to be very careful or they'll clap you over there. It's like you kind of have to look over your shoulders before you cross the street.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Okay.
Well, we're going to go on another quick break and hear from our sponsors.
We'll be right back.
This show is brought to you by Modern Word Ministries.
I can already feel you judging me, and not for what I've done in the past, but for what I'm about to do. I had what mattered, and I got careless. Like, I don't deserve more. I don't deserve sympathy. I don't deserve to be here.
Where the hell are you? Why aren't you answering your phone?
Jenna! What is the matter with you?
Someone once told me, you may not be everybody's cup of tea, but you're somebody's shot of whiskey.
Excuse me, ma'am. My car ran out of gas and I left my wallet at home. Could you please spare a couple dollars so I can refuel my vehicle?
I literally have nothing.
What's it gonna take to get you to join a program?
Get about the dog! If Jesus wanted you to have a dog, he would have blessed you with a foal and a leash now, wouldn't he?
Welcome back, everybody. This is my segment on MK's Real Estate Moments. My name is Michele Kubiak with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services of Nevada. My phone number is 702-683-6576. I've been a local realtor here in Las Vegas since 2001 as a full-time agent. Today I have a few things that we're going to talk about. First of all, the property of the week this week is at 8077 Avalon Island Street. It is located in the southwest area of town. It is offered at $635,000. I'll actually be holding it open this Saturday from 12 to 4. It's listed by James McGuire at Signature Real Estate Group. If you're a local realtor and you watch this show and you need a property promoted, something that's been sitting on the market, and something that needs some love, I'm here to help support your business as well as mine. So shoot us a message in the comments. I'll also be reaching out to agents that I know that might need some help getting their listings promoted. Next week we'll have a property in Maravilla. It's listed at $1.7 million. Great property. So I look forward to sharing that with you next week. We also have the Market Las Vegas real estate update and what happened in the last week. The average weekly sales price was $518,078. That's been a pretty good average lately in the 500s. The highest property sold last week was $5,250,000. And let's talk about inventory, and that's also on this market update slide that you'll see. Inventory is low. What that means is there's more buyers than there are houses on the market. So a lot of homes are having multiple offers on them, selling really quickly. The houses that don't sell are usually overpriced, and we're gonna show that was the topic that I wanted to bring up today, was proper pricing of your property when you're putting it on the market. I always feel like my house is worth more because I'm emotionally attached to my house. So when you become emotionally attached, like myself, I think my property is worth more than the neighbor's property. So what happens when you overprice your house, like what I do when I put a property on the market is, I mean, could it sell for higher? It could in this market, possibly. However, what'll happen is if your house is overpriced, now that we have the internet the last several years, buyers have become more savvy and they could look online and see what your property is actually worth. Then they'll wait for your price to come down before they even go look at it. So your best bet on listing your property for sale is to go at market value. That's when your house is going to sell. You know, people that say, oh, I'm not in a hurry to sell my house. Well, then maybe it's better to sell your house when you're absolutely ready. Because we put in the marketing dollars to get your house sold. And I can market somebody's property like Energizer Bunny and just market. But if the price isn't according to what market value is, the house is going to sit. And when a house sits, people wonder what's wrong with it besides the price. So ideally, part of my marketing process is when we sit down, if I think the price is too high, you know, we can give it a shot. However, you know, after 2 or 3 weeks, if we have no offers, no showings, then it's time to come down on your price. And there's 2 reasons why a house will not sell, and that is price and accessibility. If you're not having a lockbox put on your house, it's near impossible to get people in. Like I have a house sitting right now because the seller can only show it after 4 p.m. You know, there's people that fly into Vegas that want to buy a home and they want to see the home when they want to see the home. So if you can make it where it's really accessible, if you have pets, that's fine. I'm a pet owner too. However, you know, there's ways of taking your pets for a walk. If you're at work, you can crate them just for the time for the showing. I could go let the dogs out, back out. I'm not afraid of them. So the key is pricing your property correctly and making it more accessible. And that's what's going to get your home sold. So if you're out there watching and your house is sitting on the market, remember those 2 key points, because it's not going to sell if it's overpriced, and it's not going to sell if people can't get into it. And you know, we're in the business to help get your home sold. And me myself, I can't speak for other realtors. I market heavily and to make sure that you feel like you're getting the service that you deserve as the client, because this is the biggest purchase and biggest sale that you'll make in your lifetime. So you want to make sure somebody is out there hustling and doing what is required to get your home sold. The inventory won't be low forever. Right now it is slower because of families being on vacation. So keep that in mind. If you are considering selling your home while those people are on vacation, and before they get their homes on the market, get it on the market when there's a little bit of inventory, because then you have a far greater chance of getting more for your property. I would love to help you, and I have several lenders that can help get you pre-approved and into the next step, and that is your first step when buying a home, is to get your pre-approval done, so that we know what kind of home that we should be looking at for you. My phone number again is 702-683-6576. I would love to help you. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Michele with 1L _ Kubiak RE. And you can see a lot of my inventory right there on my Instagram page. I'd love to help you. Have a great day.
This show is brought to you by Michele Kubiak. If you want to buy or sell a home, call Michele. 702-683-6576.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York, so his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience that only World Ventures provide.
Ready to buy a home? Whether you want to move out of your parents' home for the first time, own a home after renting for years, or buy a place with a spouse or partner, purchasing your first home is a big step. Finding the right home for you and your family has never been easier. New American Funding can help you determine how much house you qualify for, what your payments may be, and get you pre-approved, which will help you put in a stronger offer when you do find your new home. Before you start the home buying process, it's important to consider everything that you want in a home and what that means to you. There are several things you should consider when buying a home. The neighborhood. Location, location, location. School district. Review what school district the house is in. Even if you don't have kids, having a home in a desirable school district will pay off when it comes time to sell your home in the future. Commute times. Check the routes to work, school, grocery stores, and more to see how busy they are and how much time these routes will take. Crime rate. Before you get too involved in the home buying process, check out the crime rates for the neighborhoods you are interested in. Our complete property profile report can give you property ownership, historical tax and mortgage data, neighborhood and school data, local market conditions, and more. Find the right home for you and your family with your complimentary property profile from New American Funding. To get pre-approved or to get your complimentary property profile, contact us today.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
We're gonna chat a little bit about outreach, and I'm involved in several different organizations,
That's wonderful.
Yeah, and I know that right now there is, with the kids being out of school, and we touched on it last week, the food insecurity of families in town that I can't even fathom. And our wonderful 3 Square food bank is really a good organization. They provide food, lunches, and so forth for kids, and like some of the schools are providing lunches, but I can't imagine having to go without food. We take for granted some of the things that others are struggling with,
right,
you know.
Right.
So if you're out there and you're watching and you are struggling with keeping food in the house, please send us a message. I'd be happy to help. And can also point you in the right direction.
Yes.
There's many resources here in Las Vegas.
Yes,
that's what I love about our community. You know, so many people talk about it being Sin City.
Yes.
But I really believe that we have a good city where with all the people willing to help.
Yeah, you know, at Central Christian, they have a big picture in their office of Las Vegas, the city, the skyline of Las Vegas. And then on top of it, instead of saying Sin City, they called it the City of Grace.
Yes.
So
and
more positive. Yeah, Grace is more positive.
Yeah, Central has where you can go get food on Saturday mornings starting at 7 a.m. It's
Wednesdays too.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
Yes,
you go to Central?
I do.
Me too.
Yeah.
Thanks Central Church, and they are involved with 3 Square also, but they have so many things they do for the city, and they started during COVID, and they call it Hope for the City.
Yes.
And so what they did was provide food for those struggling that weren't getting paid, they weren't getting unemployment, they weren't getting PPPs, and you know, it's such a good thing that they kept it going.
There was a moment in my life where I struggled, and I had to eat my pride and go over there in the food bank.
Yeah.
But thank God for Central, the Lord provided through Central.
Yes. Yeah, I think everybody's had some of those challenging times, and definitely I know people that have had to go there for food, and you know, I mean, thank God for people like Judd.
Oh my gosh, I love him and his wife.
Yes.
Yeah, the entire family, they are so amazing. And I think he's very funny.
Yes.
Judd is so funny.
Yes.
He's the funniest pastor in the world.
Yeah, I know. It's very, I've never gone to church before and laughed until I started going to Central. So.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a church service.
Right, like your hands.
Yeah, there's no hellfire and brimstone.
Yes.
And I'm not going to say that it's a feel-good church, because he does speak the truth, but with grace and love. So,
and experience. I
and
love
experience,
how he shares his experience, and that makes it all worthwhile. I just want to say that thank you, Judd, and
thank you, Judd, and Lori.
Yes, and Lori. And if you're out there and you're struggling to get food on your table, we know places that you can go. I'm willing to help, and I know there's several churches in town that can help with that, and we're big here at Social Media Networks on helping the public, so anything you need. We also are taking in donations here at Social Media Networks, and also looking for sponsors. So again, if you want to leave some message in the comments, we'd be happy to reach out for you. Maria is the owner, and she can connect you to the right people, and she can help you become a sponsor and advertise your business here. It's helped a lot for mine. You just get it. The more exposure you can get for your business, the better that it will be, because people will go, oh, I saw you on this show. So it can always help. What do you got?
Well, social media shows is growing by leaps and bounds.
Yes.
And I love the fact that, you know, some big studios in big companies, you know, are reaching out to our queen, Maria Pureza.
Yes.
So that's really amazing.
Yes, that's great.
Yes.
She deserves it.
Yes, but please, if you do that, please state your intentions and make it crystal clear.
Yes.
Don't just throw Maria in the fiery furnace without a single clue as what you want. So yeah, I mean, social media shows is just growing and growing, and we're now covering the the entire world, but then later on the entire world will be really conscious about this social media shows network.
Yeah, for sure, because it's one of the few shows out there, and I believe that it's going to be a big blow up.
Yeah, a big presence out there.
Big time.
Yeah.
And well, we're almost done, but I wanted to just share something that I'm doing today. A local veteran, it is one of my clients' fathers, is turning 100 years old today. Walter. Wow. His name is Walter. I'm going to the celebration. Channel 3 is going to be there. He is a veteran, so the Veterans Foundation is also going to be there. So happy birthday, Walter. And I'm going to do some video while I'm there and some pictures we can share next week.
1 century old.
100 years old.
Can you just believe that? Wow.
Yeah. and veteran, that's a miracle.
Yeah. So speaking about 100, they used to throw pot shots at Cher for looking so young, and they changed the song "Do You Believe in Love" and started singing, "Do you believe I'm 105?"
Yeah. I wonder if she's heard it. She does look good. I've seen her.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
and on that note.
Yeah, I think that's all we have, right?
Yes, that's all we have for today.
Well, thank you for watching us today, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Come on, everybody. Get on your feet. Listen to the sound.